Humans are born with bodies that are perfectly in balance. They come to a world filled with harmony in chemical, physical, and spiritual sense. Given the properties of the matter all organisms on Earth are made of, and the extremely delicate molecular balance that exists in our dimension, it seems obvious that the world around us needs us to tune in to the harmonious frequencies and properties governing this reality with our thoughts and actions. Although it seems like a logical concept, when looking at our lives objectively, it appears that we have a serious problem with maintaining harmony in almost every area of our lives. Why do we have such a hard time keeping things in balance? This is an issue that the entities discussed with me while giving me an important warning about the future of humankind in this reality, and taking into account current social and political climate in the world, it seems the importance of this message has never been as crucial to our survival as it is now. In this video, I will offer some explanation as to what is happening around us, and I'll talk about solutions to our personal, social, and political divisiveness. It is my commentary on what is happening currently, and I want you to listen carefully to these messages as they might decide about mine and your future. The information I'll present to you in this video will let you understand what is happening to our society now, and if it helps you, please consider supporting 434 financially. If you wish to join Patreon or Subscribestar or donate through PayPal, Cash App, bank transfer, or cryptocurrencies, you'll get access to my regular podcasts. Joining and donating is quick and easy, and it helps me a lot. All the links are in the video description. Thank you for your generosity, it means a lot. On one of my trips, I was staying for a few nights in a rented apartment, and when Machine Elves started talking about harmony, they offered me a very interesting psychedelic vision. They showed me the inside of surrounding apartments behind my walls with my neighbors in them represented as energy beings. We were all connected by honeycomb-like cell nets that both required and could offer spiritual and physical protection to all of us. The cells were inactive, waiting for our metaphysical energy input, and people in every apartment were shown as a single cell, and all of these cells combined together created the metaphysical structure of our reality. Almost none of us know about the existence of this structure, and no one is aware that if we were all capable of implementing the 434 values of love, joy, and hope into our lives, we could transform our reality into what it is intended to be. I talk about it in detail in the alien warning video. The interesting thing about the activation of this structure is that in the same way as every cell in your body works in harmony with other cells to maintain your health and well-being, humans, by creating harmony with each other, are also responsible for maintaining health and the well-being of the collective metaphysical body that we're all supposed to represent. Unfortunately, when we look at our current social structure, it becomes apparent that this is not a healthy, unified organism. Machine Elf said, "There's a small amount of people who can activate this reality's properties, and there are too many people who currently don't allow this dimension to exist in the way it should. Their negativity doesn't allow this structure to be activated. It won't happen until everybody represents the 434 values." This concept of neighbors who could offer spiritual protection to each other is rather foreign to us, and we don't realize how powerful we are through building spiritually supportive mechanisms in our society. I was told, caring for each other creates harmony. It needs to start from the harmony with oneself. Harmony creates a fractal spiritual web that connects everyone and everything. You need to build this reality as there is nothing here yet. You all need to be united to make it what it needs to be. You need to make this reality work. The mechanisms are in place. You need to start them, and the key to it is harmony. Harmony with oneself and one another. This is the reason why Machine Elves want you to concentrate in your life on finding and connecting with like-minded people. It is because there aren't many of us, and building a harmonious structure can only be initiated by aligning and opening communication channels between us. This will not be possible unless we do it with those who are willing to open their minds and their hearts to us. This is also why you should start activating the cells of the structure by being in harmony with people closest to you, with your loved ones, your family, and friends. This is also why I have been advocating saving your energy for those around you who respect and share your values, moving away from those who feed off your energy or those who have lower frequency than yours. But all of this is not possible without internal harmony. It is created when what you think, what you say, and what you do is synchronized. The psychedelic entities told me off for the discrepancy between the values I'm supposed to represent in my life and what it is that I very often allow myself to be. I'm sure that this struggle for internal unity and balance is quite common for every spiritual traveler, and you face the same challenges as I do. I would go as far as saying that internal conflict between our low and high frequencies on a daily basis is a fundamental element of your transformative journey in this dimension. But there's a universal set of aspects of your reality that you can concentrate on to achieve internal harmony that will allow you to not only implement these changes in your surroundings and create external harmony with others and life in general, but also to become a balanced inspiration to those who are looking for answers themselves. This channel is filled with videos that can help you transform yourself according to the 434 values of love, joy, and hope. And if I was to list the most important steps you can take to generate inner harmony, I would start from accepting who you are. Being and loving oneself is crucial to being at peace. Don't compare yourself to others and embrace your uniqueness and enjoy you being different. Remove fear from your life. It is a pointless emotion lowering your vibration. Accept and acknowledge the presence of the metaphysical energy and let it guide you. Experience high frequency generating moments of awe. Be in the moment, leave your past behind, and do not be scared of the future. Be patient and control your expectations while humbly and gratefully accepting the energies, gifts, and lessons. Discover and go towards your purpose here. Take a step back and look at the big picture. Remember that there's a plan. Be in control of your emotions and meditate to stay relaxed. Machine Elves made it clear that once you work with the system you were put into, everything will work, but it starts from you fixing everything that is out of balance within. Remember that the energy reveals itself in harmony of the beautiful world you're surrounded by, in loving acts of people around you, in the beauty of your perfectly designed human body, in the wonders of the natural world. Earth is a living organism with every tree, every body of water, and every animal being its organs. The world around us is the definition of harmony, but you need to allow your inner filter to be able to see it. Life is made of beautiful things. There's so much beauty in the world and everything is in perfect balance. It is very difficult to notice it from the inside of the giant industrial collective we call cities, culturally shielding and distancing us from the environment that gave birth to us and still nurtures us. Humans are very bizarre creatures that choose to live in a state of irony rather than harmony, always trying to balance their sense of separation with the need for belonging to the collective. Although living happily only as part of the uniting and mutually supporting community, they see themselves as detached from each other, from nature, or even from their inner selves, always running away from something, often that something being themselves. Never willing to stop, never willing to look back, never willing to look deep inside. As a result of this, they create a substitute, a false sense of harmony by subscribing to fake authoritarian and tyrannical agendas and propagandas that provide them with an artificial and temporary sense of comfort. And as we can see today, trying to overcome this manufactured sense of isolation and separation and trying to compensate for the lack of values and inner and outer unity results in the exact opposite of harmony and balance. By blindly conforming to the mass mantra of groupthink, no matter how misguided and illogical, we give permission to an external force to take control over our ability to unite and rely on each other. People today, by allowing to have their values and norms covertly removed from their lives by institutions and corporations, plunge themselves into an even deeper state of chaos and alienation from each other, not understanding that an abstract concept of a political or corporate entity will not replace the basic human need for love and belonging. The purpose of the establishment's attack on human harmony is to deactivate it, as this is the only way to control people and their societies. Humans naturally are drawn towards order and everything in harmony, and this is why those in power will always try to introduce disorder and lawlessness by destroying inner and outer harmony, our connection to nature, to the energy or God, and our access to psychedelic and spiritual knowledge. That's why I remind you in every video to support those who have the ability and the courage to spread the loving messages of unity and conscious opposition to despotism. Overwhelming majority of humans on Earth want to live in a peaceful and justice-regulated world, but they need someone to show them the way, to show them that harmony is possible. There aren't many people knowledgeable and brave enough to do it. Harmony, like freedom, has to be defended and protected. You can stand up to those oppressors and oppose their efforts by staying vigilant and educating yourself and others on how to recognize their attempts to divide us. Chaos is introduced through taking advantage of so-called useful idiots. They are misguided, low-frequency, low-IQ individuals who are temporarily given a megaphone to introduce harmful ideology to general population, and they are quickly disposed of as soon as they complete their task, paying a high price themselves for the fallacy of their borrowed ideology. You can oppose them by rejecting any mindset that promotes racial, gender, sexual, political, religious, or class division. Do not buy into any pseudo-revolutionary movements, parroting tired platitudes and virtue-signaling cliches. You'll recognize their efforts to inject anarchy and turmoil into your community by the type of control they hand over to the mindless minority of agitators, as there is a healthy way to control the narrative and there's building foundations for dissonance and disharmony. The healthy way empowers everyone with inner strength that makes them feel secure and united. The unhealthy way delegates your decision-making to a conflicted, manipulated group of obedient quote-mark humans who sooner or later will fall themselves victims to the invisible hatred-feeding hand of oppression. Divide and conquer has been the favorite method of making you give up harmony and unity in the name of insane ideology of regressive promotion and procession of everything that's damaging to social harmony. The so-called solutions that the low-frequency forces put forward in reality have nothing to do with the serious problems and threats that humanity struggles with, and it aims at deepening antagonisms or even starting armed conflicts. What they propagate is a war on abstract concepts, premise of which has no application and no chance of succeeding in real life. The real war is waged on you, on human harmony and the power of the collective. No matter the rhetoric and no matter the puppets they use. Remember that you are smarter and stronger than you usually give yourself credit for. If you see red flags and if your gut tells you something is wrong, it is because your higher self wants to warn you. Listen to it. Nothing in our reality can help in creating harmony as much as psychedelics can. If anyone ever wants to permanently solve humanity's problems, free and unrestricted access to psychoactive substances should be the foundation of our progress. There is no other medicine or substance so quickly and efficiently awakening the deep-rooted need for connection and harmony with others and the surrounding world. Psychedelics are the only method of uniting humanity under a common, peaceful, and loving mindset that allows you to see yourself and others as elements of the divine structure. Psychedelics will teach you about the benefits of a harmonious attitude towards life. They will show you how harmony creates and allows for human progress, how it removes fake inner and outer enemies, and the most scary to the establishment, psychedelics remove the need for government, politicians, and the military. If you want to see the world for what it truly is and your role in it, give psychoactive substances a chance to reveal your true energy form, made of love and harmony. Educate yourself on and apply in your life the 434 values, as the highest form of education in life is not the one that makes you equipped in a lot of information, but the one that allows you to stay in harmony with life and yourself despite encountering disharmony, conflicts, and contradictions. If you manage to live in harmony with yourself, you'll automatically gain the ability to live in harmony with the rest of the world. The beautiful thing is that it doesn't even require a lot of work, as harmony makes everything significant grow and allows for everything insignificant to decay by itself. But harmony needs to be constantly fueled by love, joy, and hope. It is important to put everything in balance, but it is more important to create a harmonious relationship between every element of your life. Remember that you're naturally wired for equilibrium, and it will come to you organically as soon as you turn your mind to it. Let love be your guide, and may the 434 river flow through you freely and harmoniously. I want you to help my voice reach more people by sharing and liking this video, and by supporting 434 and my work financially through methods listed on the screen and in the video description. Visit the websites of the artist and the musician I featured in this video. Leave your email address at news.b434.com to be up to date with the latest 434 information. Remember about b434.com and join 434's social media on YouTube, Facebook, BitChute, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and VK. Talk to each other on Telegram, Reddit, and Discord. All links in the video description.